What is up, guys? It's your boy No Risk, No a Premium, back with another episode of the Market Overview, guys. Today we are, excuse me, yesterday, Sunday sermon, we talked about this 4,300 level. We had a slight dip down after the Globex gap down. We held and we went ripper magoo. How are you from there? So we definitely have a break of structure here. Looks like we're kind of trying to break out of this larger balance. You guys could see here that we had on the 1 hour. Looked like it was trying to form here. Getting above this 43.67 was a huge feat for the bull. We've made a higher high. We've made a higher low. Does that mean we have a reversal? It's very possible. The one thing we have to worry about this week is we have a ton of economic data. But as far as tomorrow, we do have a knucklehead talking right at the open. As far as pre-market data, not really seeing anything here on investing.com, but we do have some wholesale inventories, trade sales come 30 minutes into the market open. So we'll want to pay attention and just be cognizant if we're trading anything short dated. Always come over to US economic calendar just to make sure. Like we said, wholesale inventories. Really, the big thing is going to be the minutes meeting on Wednesday. PPI and CPI. Still don't know if this is a misprint or not, but usually CPI's first. Correct me if I'm wrong, but for how many years we've been doing this, CPIs always come the day before PPI. So we'll see. I don't know if that's a misprint. I don't know if that's on purpose. The minutes meetings, that's same day on Wednesday. I don't know. Maybe a little tinfoil hat moment. I'm just going to trade what the market gives me in front. The market tells me this. Got through 43.67, holding it through the Globex. So for me now, we're getting to a point where we're getting a little hot. We've ran many points off the lows, right? 42.30. We're up at 42, 30. We're up at 43.80. Almost 150 points off the lows. Huge bounce. Our pullback's healthy for uptrends. Absolutely. So we're going to spot the points where we can reject and where we can bounce. I'm looking at 4,400, 4,420 possible reject zones. We'll look for dips into Friday's high area, right? We'll look for dips into Friday's high area. So call it 43.50 to make a higher low, or the Globex. Just depends where we open tomorrow. So I'm going to be watching 43.50 to hold. I'd like a dip into that area to go higher. Then we can watch 4,400, 44.20 for possible rejects. Obviously, if we break and hold those levels, then get out of the way, right? Don't fight the trend. Like today, very strong to the upside. SPY chart could look very similar to that ES chart here. As we can see, maybe we'll start looking at about this 430 level now, 430, 431 area for dips into to hold. If not, break and hold 434 is going to open up that huge gap on the daily. Everybody and their mother sees it, as we all know. It's right here from 436 all the way up to 438. So next big level up, 434. That's going to be just about kind of where that 4,400 level is on ES, right? 4,400 ES. We're looking at a possible reject there. You can zoom out, look left. You can see a little bit of a reject up here all the way up to 436. So watch rejects in that zone. Obviously, break and hold 436 opens up that gap to about 438. Possibly they tease us going up there first and maybe pulling it back before some data prints. You never know. The big data prints, you always want to worry about CPI, PPI, and anything FOMC related. We got all three this week, right? So let's watch to see if we can have dips into about 430 hold, or we can break and hold 434, right? To open up 436 on that reject. If we reject 434, watch us to pull back a little bit deeper than more than likely. Onto the Qs chart here. Qs very strong. Q is very strong. We were looking at 360 to hold. We really held just 362 on the open for the most part, right? Pretty much that overnight action held it, got up through Friday's high here as well. So now let's target 369, 370, right? We zoom out, look left. Big reject zone I would be watching up here is going to be 372. 372. If not, let's watch the dip into about 365, 366. See if we can get a higher low in there to take us up. We can watch for 369, then watch 370, 372 above that. This is an old, so we're not going to show this. Okay, so let's watch to see if we can take out 369. Initially, I think 372 is going to be the short up here if we can get up there. Last but not least, IWM. We all know 169 had to hold. It did. Right, 169 had to hold. It did. We held 171 this morning, made our way right to 174. Right to 174. So look for Friday's high to hold here on any back test, about 173. If we can get this as a risk on meter for the remainder of the markets, if this thing wants to get boot and scoot and tune to 176, I'd be looking to long all the other indices, or maybe just some individual tech names. Guys, that's all I got for you. A little bit of data this morning in the after the market open tomorrow. So let's pay attention to that. Big day Wednesday, 2 huge data prints. So let's pay attention there. Other than that, guys, you got to wake up early, get your levels right, and of course, not do anything fucking stupid. We'll see you bright and early. Peace.